Hello there, welcome to Yearly Reviews, the show where I review all the games that I've played through the year of 2020. Now, 2020, glad you asked, it's a pandemic, we've got nothing to do, and I was bored. So, without further ado, let's get on to today's review. I think that we need some family-friendly games to review on this show. Think about it, we got games with murder and swearing and a whole lot of violence. So let's review a good, wholesome, Christian, family-friendly, PG clean game today.
And so, without further ado, let's get into said family-friendly PG-13 game.
Okay, so we're not doing that today, I guess. Today, we're going to review one of the most violent video game franchises and its remake released in 2016, Doom. Doom is a story about the Doom Marine /Slayer /guy whatever you want to call him personally I just call him Doomslayer, as he awakens on a Mars research base that is overrun by demons, and so he has one thing to do: rip and tear. An interesting thing to know is that this, at the time, is probably the most lore the Doom franchise will get compared to the other games. Or not, I actually haven't played them, so if you do know, correct me if I'm wrong. The main thing that you can gather from this footage is that the graphics are beautiful. But maybe beautiful isn't the right word for a game where you constantly massacre demons and want other people to slaughter you. Speaking of slaughter, I will probably get slaughtered if I don't mention the best part of the entire game. It's not the story, the graphics, or the controls, it's the damn music. I have to give credit where credit is due. The OST, comprised mainly by Mick Gordon, is legendary. It could even make the most boring things look hardcore with his music overlaid on top of it. But at this blood-pumping excitement comes a price. So let me explain. As you can see by the application size, Doom is a pretty big game. That is mainly due to the multiplayer, however I can't go on to multiplayer because I don't have PS Plus. So what I paid for this review was the main campaign, or single player mode. So essentially, I played a game that mainly revolves around multiplayer, which I can't play and takes a lot of storage on my PlayStation. Thanks, Bethesda. Okay, mini rant over now. Aside from the size problem, Doom is a blood-pumping, high-action first-person shooter with a perfect choice of violence, detail, and metal music. This is a game that I highly recommend to play through, just so long as you don't mind games that aren't family-friendly PG clean. Oh, and on the subject of Doom, I would have Doom Eternal on my wish list, but since it's supposed to be bigger with even more content, I'd have to delete most of my game library before I can actually play the single-player campaign, so sorry if you're expecting it in the future.